to What's Right with the World with your host, Glenn Ambrose.
Hey everyone, welcome to What's Right with the World. So directly over to Ben for our story today.
Hey Glenn. So today we are talking about a story from USA Today. France's 19-year-old phenom from the World Cup, Kylian Mbappe. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he is the 19-year-old French phenomenon, and he is donating his World Cup earnings to charity.
Wow.
Yeah. So he garnered global recognition for the performance this year in the World Cup, and the proceeds he earned are not going to go to him. He scored 4 goals this year as France claimed its second World Cup, and he decided to donate his earnings from the tournament to a charity that gives free sports instruction to hospitalized and disabled children. The organization also coordinates disability awareness campaigns for schools and businesses. After consulting with his entourage, he decided his World Cup premiums can serve a humanitarian cause. That's pretty awesome and pretty great for a 19-year-old.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. And then it's it cracks me up when I hear people go, "Oh my God, the kids today."
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids today, 19 years old, donating their proceeds. And that's it. Also reminds me of something that one of my favorite teachers, Michael Bernard Beckwith, talks about in his movie, Spiritual Liberation. He talks about people claiming the good for themselves and the praise for themselves. And a lot of times we see it playing out in celebrity and sports. And so he uses that for an example, but of course we can do it all in our own lives. But he's like, an athlete, it's like when they do something wonderful, it's like, oh yes, look at me, I'm wonderful and all that stuff. And as soon as they do that, they disconnect from the source in which that came. When they do something wonderful, that's an expression of energy, an expression of the universe, an expression of God that's coming through them, and they have to work hard to be able to put themselves in the position where they can accomplish that stuff. But it's an expression of energy, and as soon as they think it's just them, that's when they lose the true meaning of it. And this person, obviously, by going out there and doing that and then saying, you know what, I can take the proceeds. Yes, I did this wonderful athletic, thing and reach these wonderful heights. And, boy, I can give back. I can give back to society for this. That's really a wonderful expression of not thinking it's all you, because it's not all us. We don't have the ability we don't have the self-contained the ability to accomplish great things. But when we allow the universe to work through us and use us and express wonderful things, then when we open up to that, that's really how wonderful things are accomplished. And, this act, I think, really exemplifies that and shows that this guy isn't just going, it's all about me. It's going, how can my successes help others? And that's such a beautiful expression.
Yeah, and if he's so talented, which he clearly is, 4 goals in the World Cup, helping France win the World Cup, which is huge. And he's only 19. He's probably got a long time left to play football, soccer, in him, and a lot more that he's probably going to do for people.
Right.
I don't foresee a situation where somebody who's so charitable at 19 with success will end up being less charitable,
Right. And that's true, because once people really open up to thinking on a grander scale and experience it, you can never forget that. You can't unlearn that. It's just got to feel so wonderful for him to be able to do something like that. That why would you stop doing something that has that wonderful of a feedback? So you're right. He can really benefit the world by really expressing himself as a soccer player, which is, I just love the whole idea of it, because my son plays soccer. So we were watching some of the World Cup and stuff. And it's, so of course, when that's kind of near and dear to me, but the whole point that I think people need to understand is that it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you play soccer. It doesn't matter if you dig ditches. It doesn't matter if you're a life coach. It doesn't matter if you're a businessman or a businesswoman. It doesn't matter what you do. It matters that you're doing it because it brings you joy. And if you're doing what brings you joy, then you're also bringing joy to the world. And then all, and certain people, as they're doing that, can do things like this, which benefit the world in a financial way, and in an energetic way on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful.
And, we keep having these stories about soccer players or soccer organizations and stuff, which is fantastic because it's, I do tend to pick them because I know how much you enjoy the game. But it's the most popular sport in the world.
Right.
And because of that, a lot of good is coming out of it from a lot of different places. So, anyway, that's it. If you have things that you'd like to share it with us at the Great Love Project and use the hashtag What's Right with the World. Glenn, anything else?
No. If you want to discuss this stuff, reach out. I'm at glennambrose.com, and we'll talk with you soon.
Glenn is available for life coaching sessions. To book an appointment or for more information, go to glennambrose.com, follow him on Facebook and Twitter, or click the link in the description of this episode.